YouTubers, what's up, what's up, what's up? You already know, like I do on all my videos, I'm going to ask you for a favor. I'm going to need you to like this video. I'm going to need you to subscribe to my channel, and I'm going to need for you to click that notification button so you will be aware of when I'm doing videos. Do that favor for me, okay? Let's do it on the count of three. 1, 2, 3. Thank you, YouTubers, for doing what I asked you to do. Like my video, subscribe to my channel, and push that notification button. Now, let me jump right into it. I got a little meaty little topic I want to talk about right now. Everybody may not be able to relate to this, but you've definitely ran across people like this. And what I want to talk about tonight on this video is on this great channel. Let me see. I gotta let you know what channel this is. You probably already seen it if you're on my channel, but I always have to announce this and say it the right way. Positive energy and real talk. That's what you're gonna always get when you see my face. Now, let me get to the topic. 50 and you're still in the club. 50 years old and you're still in the club. Now, some of you guys, you may not be 50. You may be under 50, and some of you guys may be over 50. But what I just said is something that's definitely true and happened on a regular basis. Being 50 years old and still in the club. Now, when I say in the club, I mean weekly at the club. Every week, 50 years old. Still in the club like they're 20, 30 years old. Let me tell you guys about a certain situation that really kind of blew me away. And this was some years back when I first met my wife, right around the same time I met my wife. And she wanted me and a friend of mine to meet her and a friend of hers at a club. So that's cool. We go to the club, we hanging out, I'm still, getting to know her. She's still getting to know me. And while I'm in the club, I look up and I notice this guy standing in the corner of the club, and I'm looking, I'm like, man, I know this guy from somewhere. I just can't put it together. So I end up walking over there close by him to really get a good close look at him. And what do you know? This is a guy who I used to see in the clubs back in my early 20s when I used to party on a regular basis, like 3-4 times a week. This guy is in the club. Now, at that time, he wasn't 50 years old. I was in my 30s, so some time had passed. This guy's still in the club, still posted up in the corner, the same way he used to be posted up in the club back in those days, still with the same look, still looking at the girls that's way younger than him. I'm like, wow, this dude's still in the club, still doing the same exact thing that we were doing when I was 19, 20, 21. Still doing the same thing. My man had to be at least about, because I think he was a little older than me, he had to be at least about 39, maybe even 40 at this time. I'm like, wow, this dude's still in the club? So I went up to him like, man, what's up, bro? He like, what's up? He ain't recognize. I said, man, I used to see you at such and such club back in the day. He like, oh, yeah, I remember your face, man. Yeah. I said, oh, man, you still hanging out, huh? He said, yeah, man, I still be doing my thing. I'm out here, man. Hey, I'm just macking, doing my thing. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. I shook his hand and, gave him dap or whatever, and I left. But I left, and I'm like amazed, like, wow. He's still in the club, still doing the same thing. I mean, life is pretty much passing him by. He's in the club thinking that he's really in tune, but life is really passing him by. He's really stuck. And everybody in his age group has moved on. But he's still stuck. He's like he's 19, 20, 21 years old. Blew me away. But that's just one example of a person that I know. There's millions of people that hit the clubs every single night. You guys know this. Some of you guys who may be in your 20s now or your early 30s who still club, you see guys coming into the club that 45, 50, You know, and when I say coming to the club, I'm not talking about going to a club one time. It's nothing wrong with you going out maybe here or there, going out, you know, every night and then to a party or whatever. I'm talking about every single time you go to this club, you see this person there. He's there every week. You know, like he lives in the club. You guys see people like that. I know you do. I know you see people circulating like that. Is that mind blowing or what? I mean, people actually do this until they're 50, 55, still hitting the club, still dressing up Saturday night, you know, putting their gear on, you know, however they dressing at that time, still putting their gear on, still thinking they fly, still going out and still trying to talk to women. It's just mind blowing. Now, hey, to each his own. If that's what you got to do to make you feel young or whatever it is, I don't know. Or maybe you feel that's what you like to do. You a Mac. You can pull women or whatever. That's what you do. Cool. And they're not just men. It's women who do the same thing. I know you see women going into clubs, hanging around women that's 22, 23 years old, and you 43. You 43, and you out here with the tight pant, you know, the tight whatever on. You got your booty hanging out too. You in arguments with these girls. They 21. You 43. Like you, they age. I know you guys see it. It's happening. And it ain't just blacks. It's white. It's all nationalities do this here. Who on the party scene? Everybody has somebody in their nationality who does this. I'm telling you, it blows me away to see somebody at that age still hitting the clubs. My thing is this here. To those of you who may still be doing this here, again, you know, you do what you want to do with your life. You know, if that's what you do, that's what you do. Much love to you. But I want to say this here. There's so much more of life that you are missing because you're stuck in a certain area of your life and you can't break free. There's a whole lot of life that you're missing out on in your adult years because you're stuck in the clubbing era of your life. Man, I am dead serious. You got to break away from that era of your life. I mean, you're missing out on so much as far as relationships that you could have been building in your adult years, the traveling that you could have been doing in your adult years, the important people that you can meet in your adult years. There's so much more that happens that's so great in life when you get out of that, I won't say adolescent stage, but that very young adult stage. When you get out of that, there's so much more of life that's great that you're missing out on. Man, get away from those clubs. Trust me when I tell you this here. I know, and this is something that men look at and women look at it vice versa. But you see young women that look good, you see these bodies, and you still want to live that life. Man, look here, man. There's women that's your age that look good too, that is mature enough mentally to deal with to put you both of your lifestyles together. I mean, you guys are more compatible. Her mindset, the things in life that she's dealing with, is going to be much more of a connection. Well, with these young girls, there's only one connection you got, and that's in the bedroom. After that, what else do you have? You don't have anything. Young ladies, the same thing, vice versa with the man. What can you get from a young man but sex? Once you sit down and talk to him, the conversations are totally different because you're in a whole different stage of life. Things in your life that's going on is not going on in his life. Break away from that club scene. I'm telling you guys, there's so much more to life. This is Chris Myers, Positive Energy, Real Talk. I told you guys, when you see me on my channel, I'm going to be coming with real talk, positive energy. Believe that. Do me a favor again, if you haven't liked this video, or if you haven't subscribed to my channel, or if you haven't pushed that notification button, please do all three things. And do me a favor, share my channel. Even if you may not find my videos that informative to you, pass it along to somebody. It may help them. So you guys definitely have a blessed day. And when you see me, you know what I'm coming with. Peace.